Welcome to our PCNjoy Web App Demo. We will be following Ben, an avid cyclist, through a full user journey. So Ben wants to plan a trip with his cycling buddies Tom and Dick. He heads over to PCNjoy to do so. He has to log in first with a valid Google account. This is so that all his places and routes saved are stored under his account. After signing in, he searches for his home at 35 Pongo Field using the search bar and adds it to the route. As usual, he will be cycling to Tom's place to meet him first. He looks for his home on the map and adds it to the route using the map marker. To see where to go next, he looks through the landmarks to find places of interest. He adds a historic site, Kallang Airport, and a monument, the former Tanjong Pagar railway station, to the route. Once done, he unchecks the landmarks and clicks on Done to generate the route. A safety alert pops up, reminding Ben to practice good cycling habits. Ben feels warm and fuzzy inside as he feels cared for as if the app were a doting mother. He takes notes of the PCNs he will need to take as plotted on the map. On the navbar on the left, Ben notes the time and distance and familiarizes himself with the route by browsing through the directions. Now Ben thinks that this is a nice route that he can see himself and Tom cycling regularly, so he adds it to his saved routes, naming it Cycling with Tom. Now Ben isn't very satisfied with this route. He tries to come up with another route, so he removes all points first by clicking the back button. Ben decides to save a few places first for quick access. First, he adds his home to the saved places by naming it Home. Next, he saves Tom's place at 816 Yishun Street 81. Dick, who is an NTU student staying in Binjai Hall, is also part of their cycling group, so Ben adds his home as well. Lastly, Ben has a favourite lunch spot, Casuarina Prata in Thomson. It also happens to be a popular cycling pit stop, so Tom adds it, naming it SG's Best Prata, which of course is a very debatable opinion. Now, seeing that Dick stays in NTU, which is way too far from anywhere in Singapore, Ben decides to kick him out of their cycling group. He removes Dick's home from the saved places and longs for the day that Dick moves out of hall. Using the newly saved places, Ben explores a new route. He first selects his home and adds it to route. Then he adds Tom's place to the route. He decides that they should go for lunch first, straight after meeting up. So SG's Best Prata is added as the next stop. Re-energized by the food, Ben thinks they are ready for a long trip down south. He looks for a historic site to visit and eventually settles on Keppel Harbour. After unchecking the landmarks and the saved places, he clicks on Done to generate the route. And it happens to be just nice for a weekend spin, not too long and not too short. We could do this every Saturday, Ben thinks to himself as he saves the route. After clicking back, Ben realizes now that he has two saved routes, but he only wants one for his weekly Saturday cycling sessions. He opens the first saved route, Cycling with Tom, to look at it again. This route isn't as good. It doesn't stop at Casuarina, Ben thinks. So he removes this route from the saved routes as he prefers the latest route. Now happy with his planning, Ben signs out of his account and excitedly gives Tom a call to let him know about the route he just planned. Come Saturday, Ben cycles to Tom's place and opens PCNjoy again to show Tom the route. After signing in, he sees that all his places and routes are saved. He can now easily access the route he planned, and after showing Tom the route, the two don on their helmets and set off for a Prata and adventure-filled afternoon. The end.